I was going to try to get through the UV process at least with one piece. I've got the side-by-side panels up, panel UV editor. I'll select an object. I like to use this button right here, which is isolate select. We want these all to be square and evenly sized. So we need to cut it up. And I like to start to get rid of any existing cuts. I mean, it already is a little bit cut up. If I turn this off, where those white lines are, yeah, they're not really strategically placed. Okay, so to start that over, we'll do UV planar just to get rid of any cuts. Um, and then just cut along the edges, kind of. So um, probably along there. And well, you could either continue that here or, well, let's just go around the top. I'm just gonna double click. I'm just doing, edge mode and double clicking, but I think, yeah, we'll probably cut there too anyways. So and there. And then if I click here, I can either do cut, or the hotkey for that is Shift X. But the thing about that is you have to have clicked on this panel for Shift X to work. Like if I'm over here and I hit Shift X, it won't work. I actually have to click on this panel where you get that little white line around it. And then I can see, yeah, you can see the brighter lines around there. So I think like this whole side piece maybe could be another panel. Just holding down Shift and double clicking. I feel like there's some funny business here where you've got edges really close together. Anyway, um, I don't want this to turn into a whole thing about cleaning up the model now, so I'm just going to focus on the UV mapping. But yeah, there's some model cleanup stuff that could be done. And this side panel, um, yeah. Whoops. See, I click Shift X in the wrong window. Um, and then, yeah, I'm just using Shift X, but again, I have to click on this panel first. And yeah, I think that's all right. So now that it's like, I've got the top. Well, you can select shells. So UV. So I'm right mouse clicking on it, and then I go to UV and then UV shell, and I can click here, and you see that's one shell. This is another shell. This is another shell. Shell. So then right mouse click, object mode. Then we're going to unfold, which is modify unfold, or the hotkey for that is Control U. And then we're going to layout, modify layout. The hotkey for that is Control L. And yeah, and then we can check with the checkers. And now you see that the squares are pretty evenly square. But then we can kind of do a little better job cleaning this up. UV shell, and just kind of don't scale them. Just yeah, you can see there's that funny business I was talking about. It's not good. That really, I would maybe clean up the model before I'm just using W and E to switch between move mode. And remember, I'm in the UV shell selection mode. W for move, E for rotate. Okay, there's not real, a little concern about that. Because maybe we want to make it part of one of the other sides. I mean, uh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe part of this side. So if I select, just gonna, whoops, I'm gonna select an edge, select this one, shift click that one, and then do move and sew, cut sew, move and sew. And see if you, I don't know if you saw that, but it jumped up here. So it became part of that one now, right there where my mouse is. Um, and then this guy feels a little orphaned as well. I think that's just that little sliver there. So that's that funny business thing I was talking about. Maybe not that, but I just selected that. I just have this bottom edge selected. I'd probably move it over to here. So cut and sew, move and sew. Yeah, and then it just tucks it in with that. Really, we should clean up the model, but again, another time. Save as. Um, O2 UV, and then you're going to take this to Photoshop, take a little picture, and you can use an IFF file. It doesn't really matter. Photoshop can open those. At least 2048 for this little piece of the spaceship. That's probably fine. Or you can go up to 4096. We can even do. Can we do a Photoshop file? No, that's fine. And then yeah, you want the UV. I like to change the edge color to like red or something because it's easier to see. I like anti-aliasing the lines. Apply and close. So you can see it just saved this file right here. So then I go into Photoshop. Open. And then what? Oh, I didn't copy the path. Sorry. I just Control C. Paste. There we go. What? Oh, okay. I have to stop right there.